I tell you, a great win for us today. Our guys kept battling. Came up, I think a week ago. I didn't know what team that was. And I told us, I said, let's go show what the team that we can be. Don't dare take the field unless you expect for us to win the game. And I think you saw that today. You saw that from a group of guys out there. They expected to win the game for 4 quarters. Every phase, offense, defense, special teams. We made the plays we needed to make when we needed to make them to win the game. I thought great mental toughness. You're down 14-0 in the first half. Then you're down 17 in the second half, late in the third quarter, and to battle back and find a way to win was amazing for our guys. Just the effort. We talked about coming here. We're going to have a team that just gives relentless effort in everything they do, and I thought we played that way today. We challenged to get a little bit back to our identity. And you look around the stands, and one, like I keep saying, one feeds off the other. We started playing with energy. The fans had energy out there. The Swamp, they were rocking. They did an unbelievable job. And then, anytime we drop, the fans pick up our energy on the field, and then all of a sudden, the band gets going. The cheerleaders are going. Everybody creating the excitement, the atmosphere. We play a little bit harder. They get even more excited, and it just kind of feeds off each other. So it was great to see the Swamp that way and today. And I thank all the fans that were here and the atmosphere they created, our student body and the Gator Nation. They did an amazing job, and we're a huge part of that win of, to sit there and think that you're down 17 with 4 minutes to go in the game. I don't think a person left. I don't think a person stopped giving effort. Any of the fans left. They were all here going crazy, and they pulled us through in the end to get the win. So, but that, one of the big things for us, wanted to play with great tempo today on offense. I thought we were able to do that. Wanted to run the ball. I thought we were able to do that. That was huge. At third downs, we're much better today on offense than we've been. That allowed us to stay on the ball. Defensively, we gave up, did some things we don't like to do, but as the game went on, we get stronger, and we got stronger and stronger and stronger. We weren't very good on third down in the first half, and even into third quarter, and then all of a sudden we start making plays and creating stops, and then finish it with the turnover there at the end. And we haven't created a turnover in a couple weeks, so all of a sudden you get that turnover and get a big win. I'll be pretty happy for at least we get 18 hours before we got to start for next week.
Yeah, Dan, obviously there was a lot of talk about Felipe, who was going to start this week before Kyle got hurt, and then obviously he didn't start off. He got booed early. He put his fingers to his mouth to shut up the fans, to tell them that. I know you probably weren't thrilled with that, but just the way he played today.
He's an emotional kid. I told him he was going to get booed. I've been here before. I remember. In 2006, I think we had a guy won the national championship for us, and we'd run, and if we ran Chris, like every time, sometimes we'd run Tim off and Chris back on, and people were like, start booing. I'm like, oh goodness gracious! Guy won like SEC's all-time leading passer. We're okay. Best position in the world. I told you, Emery's the most popular guy in town now, right? Right? Trask gets hurt. Emery's like, he's the biggest rock star there is now. You're the backup quarterback. For that. But I thought, all week, I thought he did a good job. I thought, one of the things, I thought he really did a good job of running the football today at times, and not, certainly you're not going to sit there and think that there's any like Jamel Holloway dynamic triple option runs from, Oklahoma in the 80s or any of that stuff, right? But he ran the ball physical, he ran the ball hard, which is one of the things we're on him about, is just be a willing runner and be willing to be tough and get some tough yards when we need it. And I think that kept him on edge. I think our backs certainly ran the ball hard. They did, I know it's sometimes, you look and say, when you roll the backs through, you don't have the guy that puts up obnoxious numbers at one running back position, but then you're also fresh, and you saw that in the fourth quarter with the runs that they were able to make as we can go 1-2 punch, really a third when Pierce gets in there of coming at you right now at the running back position. So, but it'd be a good game for Felipe to grow off of, continue to grow, continue to improve. He's still a young guy, and he's got to get better.
Did it bother you, though, that he did that to the crowd and told them to shut up?
Yeah, but what is he, 19 years old? 20? What bothers me a lot more, stay the hell off of social media. right? I mean, if you're a starting quarterback, unless it's for your amusement. I go through my social media for amusement sometimes, right? But if you click on one every once in a while and you read like this commentary about I'll go on tonight and read a commentary about my coaching performance from somebody that's got 6 followers and follows 27 people, right? And obviously is an expert in the game of college football. I don't bash people that way, but just, I mean, I told them this. Don't worry about anything that's not going to help us win the football game, right? So, right, to even look at it, even think about it, I don't know how any of that has anything to do with us winning the football game. Score a touchdown, get off the sideline so we can coach you because, right? I think if he had slid outside on the second down, he could have gotten hit less and we would have scored faster. I guess, wouldn't have taken all that time off the clock, I guess. But
Just one more thing. You're more upset that he responded to Luke Del Rio than the fans.
Yeah, just all of it. I mean, come on. But you know what? That's where we live in. I mean, I gotta, everybody, I always think this too. Everybody thinks these guys are, big sports people, right? I mean, they're 19-year-old kids, 19, 20, 21-year-old college kids, right? Guess what? They're going out tonight. Maybe, hey, I wonder if that girl will dance with me or one of these. You know what I mean? They're college kids, and so they the emotions, and they got to learn just to deal with all that stuff.
They shouldn't have a problem tonight, by the way, getting the girl to dance with them.
He scored there at the end, right? I mean, you're as good as your next throw, right? I mean, that like that's what you got to figure. That's what guys got to figure out, right? I mean, I said it. I didn't figure out. You always learn as a coach, right? I sat down with Dak Prescott, and all of a sudden we're this unbelievable team, and he's a Heisman candidate, and he's like, interviews and this and that. I said, if you don't like the pressure, go out and throw 3 picks. No one will care about you anymore. And he kind of laughed at that moment, and I thought that's what it is. I mean, you're don't worry about it. Just go out there and do what you're supposed to do, and go play and help the team win. And if you do that, great things will happen to you.
Big picture, how much did the program need this win after the last 2 weeks and
Well, it certainly
all
helps.
the rumblings and everything?
It certainly helps. I said, everything's not as bad or as good as it seems. It's, obviously, like last week, right? I mean, I don't know, they're like, there was was there a brawl in the locker room? There was none of that, right? I mean, it wasn't quite as bad as maybe we made it out to be. We didn't show up and compete that well. You know what I mean? I almost want to say, and I almost want to say we let Georgia beat us twice. But that would be a disservice to how well Missouri played. You know what I mean? I don't want that. I think in our mentality it hurt us, but I also don't want to take away from the game. And I thought Missouri played a hell of a game, and they did a great job, and their quarterback's an unbelievable player. But I didn't like our mentality last week, and so I think this helps us. Are all our problems fixed? No, but we just get to fix them with a smile on our face. Last week, you get to fix them with a frown on your face. This week, with a smile on your face. But we still have a bunch of problems that we got to continue to improve and continue to get better. And it's always more fun to do it with a smile on your face. And, I'm for the Gator Nation to see our guys come back and compete and see the energy they had in the stadium. All of that together is going to help push us to ultimately where we want to get to, which is back competing for championships on a consistent basis.
And just to clear it up, was Franks going to be your starter before Trask was hurt?
I hadn't made any decision about it. We went in, and to be perfectly honest, we weren't going to change a whole lot. I think we gave Kyle a couple extra reps. Felipe still went with the ones. I gave Kyle, rolled him in to give some reps to see if someone would, hey, here, we'll give you a little chance, go jump on it. And so I hadn't made any, Brian and I, we hadn't made any decision about anything. And then decision kind of got made for us, it's unfortunate for Kyle when those things happen, but I told Brian I might have waited this Saturday, see who came running out of the tunnel first with like the eye of the tiger, like ready to go in. You know what I mean? Because they both, you got to get both ready because you're a play away anyway, so you're getting everybody ready. And you can see how it turns. Kyle, it was like really at the very, very beginning of practice, before practice really even got going. in the first minute of practice. So saw a change in Emery's attitude at that point right there. He went from kind of watching and getting his couple plays here and there to like he had a script up like
Dan, did you come into the game thinking you could have success on the ground like you did?
I thought we needed to, and I thought we could. I obviously want to try to keep people balanced and keep them on edge. And our backs were running hard. And once we started getting success on the ground, we started to roll with it. But it was a big deal for us. We thought coming in, we want to play up tempo, get on the ball, go fast, and to be able to run the ball to do that. Take some quick throws, take some shots down the field as well. I think we're going to watch the film and think our O-line did a decent job. I think the biggest negative we have all night is, or all day or whatever time it is, how we hurt ourselves. How many penalties, right? I mean, I don't know. It's the game, right? I got booed, I think, when we ran it on 3rd and 30, but I'll be honest with you, I don't have we have a bigger playbook, but it's not full of 3rd and 30 calls. You know what I mean? You're like trying to play for field position a little bit at that point and call a play to, end up. Tommy comes out of the field and booms one and pins them deep, and that was kind of the plan in that, and the third down play didn't even matter with the punt that he had. I guess we got more yards, he would have kicked it in the end zone, so it worked out good. But we wanted to run the ball. I love running the ball. I mean, if we can run the ball, if you can run the ball, it opens up your whole offense. It keeps you multidimensional.
You said even though you win, some of the issues don't disappear. Defensively, what were they doing that gave you guys trouble? And then what switched to where you guys were able to shut them out late?
I got to get with Todd on that. You know what I mean? I felt bad. I got to stop. Same thing. If I got to tell myself, if I'm not helping, just shut up. So, me to yell and scream, we need to get off the field on 3rd down. That's freaking obvious. So, we're going to yell that. I don't know. It's not very productive. So, I got to be better that way. But I think, I think if anything, we got a little better pass rush. I think our pass rush been missing. I think we did in the second half. We got a little bit better pass rush, able to affect some of the timing for the quarterback, and then the last couple drives, able to get off the field on 3rd down.
How concerned were you when the team's down 14-0?
Yeah, I was annoyed at 14-0.
Well, yeah, I mean, 2 wide open receivers. I know
Yeah.
one of them's he's an easy one to bite on, but the other guy was wide open in the middle of the field. Were you feeling at that point, I guess what I'm driving at, that is the team even engaged here today?
No, because I felt we were. I'll be honest. I felt we were. It was a whole different mindset than last week. Not during the week of practice. I think, we ran out of tunnel. We took the field. I think there was a different edge to us. Now, obviously, it's not how you want to start off the game if, you defer. I mean, I'm thinking, maybe we should have took the ball. So, we're not down 7-0, then 14. We've had one possession. We're down 14-0, and in our one possession, we end up getting some penalties. Right? Is that what happened? Yeah. But those are things we got to fix. We got to continue to be physical up front. We got to be inside, right? I think we got to do a little better job setting edges onto our defense in the perimeter against the run. And we got to, when you deal with, we've had a lot of injuries on the back end. And even though I think we have some good secondary players, during the course of the year, you still got to be able to push up the middle and pressure off the edge to help those guys out at times when it's a long season. When you're not able to just roll guys through in the secondary because of our depth and all the injuries we've had.
How nice is it to see just the fight of guys like the leaders mainly? I mean, Cece had his best game, I think. Chauncey tackled the opening kickoff. Jakai totally engaged.
Came back,
Felipe,
yeah.
etc.
Well, it was great. It's that's what we're building on the program. Of all those guys, Cece's the only senior. We got a young football team, and so when you look at those guys and you look at what we're trying to build here in the future, there's a lot to be excited about. And a win like this and that attitude, that mindset of being down how we were and understand. Don't worry. Don't get caught up in the score. Get caught up in how hard I got to go the next play. And when we have that mindset, that's going to help us in the future.
Before we go to the next question, when we start getting players in here, if I can cut Dan off, I'll put them in the back of the room, but we'll go Will and then Matt.
You'll put me in the back of the room?
Yeah, if you guys need them for a couple more minutes.
Holy cow.
You guys need them for a couple minutes.
I mean, you get me like Monday, Wednesday. I mean, it's week 11. I mean, come on, right? Going into week 10, 11. I don't know what is it.
Will and Matt, we might wrap it up.
Hey, Dan, what went into the decision to get Kadarius Toney more touches this game?
Because you know what? When he touches the ball, really exciting things happen. And so, I think one of the things I think we've done, I haven't done a good job offensively, is just forcing us to just put the ball in his hands. I'll be honest with you, because half the time when he touches the ball, the play doesn't look anything like we designed it to look like or anything like it looked like in practice. But exciting things certainly happen. So we've got to continue to do that and make sure he gets touches.
Same kind of question with Felipe Franks and the design runs that you guys ran today. Was that something that you sort of thought would work more, or was that just the flow of the game type of deal?
Honestly, it was a flow of the game deal. And looking at how they were playing us, how they were defending us, they were giving us some certain runs for him. And we're having success. And, I think part of it is, when we fell behind, we needed to be really efficient on offense. So, we needed to kind of, there wasn't like, hey, let's save things in the back pocket. Let's let it all out there and see what we can do.
Matt and then Cassidy.
Hey, Dan. What went into the thought process on going for it instead of kicking the field goal there at the end? You could
On the 1 yard line? Yeah, we're like that far away. And like the two previous plays of Felipe, takes the ball and does this. He walks in the end zone. And twice he did this. So I'm yelling at him on like fourth down. I'm like, dude, just do that. And you get to walk in. And so, the play was there. And so I'm like, you know what? And fourth down, he still just dove right in the middle again. He should have slid outside. I didn't listen. Poor coaching by me. He obviously didn't listen. But, we're going to win the game.
So easy decision.
Oh, yeah. That was an easy decision. Yeah. 4th and 7 might be something. We were right there. We and felt comfortable with our play call that was going to score. I thought we should. I think what we watched it was say, boy, you should have scored on 3rd down, and so let's go get it and do it the right way on 4th down.
We'll wrap it up with Cassidy.
First thing.
No pressure.
I know, but it'll be a good one. First thing, when Tony does start, running 40 yards to get 15, do you just watch through your fingers, or have you gotten used to it?
Yeah, it just is what it is. All I'm hoping is he's got the ball high and tight and puts the ball away, because there's bodies everywhere. Who knows where he's going to get hit from? And I'm like, just secure the ball, big guy. Just secure the ball and go do your thing. I'll be honest with you, we don't coach him a whole lot on that stuff. We kind of, it's like we do a Percy, here's what we're trying to accomplish. Go do your thing. Because I don't want to limit him running around and making plays and doing all that stuff. So.
And then right there at the end, the decision to kneel down, was that just respect for Will?
The game's over. Right? I'm looking and everyone's talking. It was a great. Couldn't have worked out better for us to get the ball, get that first down. Game's over. Take a knee. If we score there, we got a kick off. They're one of the best kick returners in America, and then you're hoping to recover. And they score or something like that, you're hoping to recover an onside kick. When all we had to do was take a knee and we get to go celebrate. So. That was game over right there. That was the only thought. Win the game. Win the game. Huh? Like the point spread? I'm gonna get some emails about taking a knee now. Trust me on that, right? I look to just see, because I pay attention on it. Like, I'm just curious. Boy, okay, what's right? What was it like? What did we win? My email is probably full with Gator fans. Like, good win, but USOB. What are you doing? The one, they're screaming at Scarlett to get in the end zone. And no. Yeah, because, it's first down. and that's why I let the clock just go all the way, because you're looking at it, I'm thinking the game's over, it's first down. But a lot of times you're not. You're like, okay, 2:06, you can take a knee, and it's 2:25. But the clock was running, and a lot of times you get it, and you look, okay, it's 1st and 10, it's 2:06, we can take a knee. 2:08, we got a delay to take a knee, all that. But you're looking and say, okay, after first down, it's going to be below 2 minutes, we can just take a knee. So that's why I just to be certain. Everybody was kind of in my ear, but I knew I was going to be certain. That's why I let it go all the way down, take the timeout, get everybody organized, and just take the knee.
Thanks, Coach.